Ahead of the game against Southampton today, Thomas Tuchel has issued some Kante updates and reacts to Conte comments about Lukaku. Kante is unavailable for today's game against Southampton as the midfielder continues his isolation following a positive test of COVID. But the good news is his physical condition is okay, Thomas Tuchel has confirmed. Near the start of the pandemic, Kante had concerns over the virus, which led to him being granted compassionate leave from some training sessions in May 2020, prior to the resumption of the matches the following month in which he was involved. N'Golo has symptoms but not a lot of symptoms, so he is okay. That was Thomas Tuchel's update a year and a half further on. I don't want to go into more details. He's okay, he's doing well. He was concerned about it in the past and he did everything not to get it. Unfortunately, he tested positive, but we care about him like we care about every player. We're in touch with him every single day. The doctors are in touch with him and he has our advice and our support, and he is in a good way, Thomas Tuchel revealed. Well, going further, looking at Lukaku, however, is in the squad to face the Saints at Stamford Bridge, and Thomas Tuchel has been asked to comment on the assessment by former Chelsea manager Antonio Conte, who was working as a pundit during a TV coverage of Chelsea's 1-0 defeat by Juventus in midweek, that Chelsea had not quite figured out how to use Romelu Lukaku, who was managed by the Italian at Inter Milan. Tuchel responds, he said, he was obviously not on the telly after the Tottenham game. Of course, if you watch the game against Juventus, he is right on that point, and he's obviously in the TV studio to analyze this one game, so he's right. No discussion about it, but it's not a general thing. If you watch the other games, he's maybe not right. Tuchel revealed, he said, I don't feel offended, don't get me wrong, stressed the Blues head coach. He has every right, he is in the TV studio to do so. I even saw it while I was showering before the match in the hotel. I saw him talking about us, and I saw all the pictures that they showed of Romelu and our other players from the Tottenham game. They were talking how good the link-up play is from Romelu and how strong he is and how much he scored. So they were praising him. After the Juventus game, they have the right to say that he was too isolated. Juventus made him isolated. It felt like 7 players around him all the time in the box. They did it good and they did it in their style, and we have to accept it, but it's not a general problem. Tuchel emphasizes that a big part of football is the link-up play and the connections between players, and feels such understandings already exist between Mason Mount, back from injury now, and Mateo Kovacic with Lukaku. For others, it may take more time and repetition in training and matches. We need to look at the games very individually, Thomas Tuchel continued. Any striker in the world will be isolated if we defend so deep or we play so poorly in transition like we did against Manchester City. We are adapting, yeah. Tuchel believes that in the wake of our success at the end of last season and our good results at the beginning of this one, opposition sides are preparing differently and more carefully for facing Chelsea. Whereas previously they would arrive with a plan for how to beat us, they are now more concerned with stopping our method of play with first and foremost. This was to be expected, and it is the natural scheme of things that Chelsea must now evolve to meet this challenge. I saw Zenit St. Petersburg play a back five for the first time in their last 200 matches of the games I have watched, pointed out Tuchel. I saw Aston Villa play a back five against us, and they had not played a back five before. It's on us to find answers, and we are in the middle of the process. Teams are looking also for solutions to close down Romelu Lukaku and to bring him into spaces where he does not feel so comfortable. We are on it. There's always a solution to positive approach. The solution is to try to play free no matter what, and don't think too much about what we have to lose, Thomas Tuchel revealed as the game against Southampton will be played later on in the day. Anyway guys, I'd like to get a comment on this video. Subscribe to our channel if this is your first time here. Remember to click on the subscribe button, click on the bell icon too to get notified whenever I drop in new videos.